Do you want to die in another horror movie? Do you have like a death you want to have happen to you?
I think I would love to just be like grossly dismembered. I think would be a pretty fun death.
Damn, so Suziey chopped in blocks. Okay.
The search of the 3 missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Yeah, you did.
Definitely fun.
Keep going.
Well, welcome, Suziey. How are you this morning? Happy New Year. Happy belated birthday. Girl, you just had a birthday.
I did.
Yeah,
I'm
how
not
you
going to
feeling?
celebrate it yet, though. I'm going to wait till I'm back in LA. And then I'm going to...
Got you.
Yeah, I'm going to have a big party. Where
You
everyone
got
has
to.
to come dressed up like how they would die in a horror movie.
What? Oh, I love it. Is this a real thing? You're really
Okay.
doing that?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, people gonna come. Okay, I like that idea. So however you're gonna die in a horror movie, that's how you gotta dress up to your event. Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta take. I gotta see lots of pictures and videos of that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Footage Foreplay.
Thanks.
It's great to see you again. You came to us the past couple of years, and you're just very pleasant. You're awesome. And after seeing your movie, oh Lord, I see a whole different side of you, girl. But but yeah, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was just agreeing with you. Yes.
Oh yeah. So let's tell the listeners about you. Where'd you get your start? How'd you get into these movies? You're in the Horror in the High Desert 1 through 4. Russell has one that's up there on his background here. What's that called, Russell?
That's a...
You don't know?
From 2015.
2015?
2015.
How'd you see that?
2016.
How'd you figure that out?
He just pulls a fucking year out of nowhere. That was wild, dude.
hell?
Is that
How did
right?
you
Well,
know
'cause
that?
I did some research. I just don't remember the name. So if you could help me with that.
Oh, it's Wonder Valley. You don't.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah, it's Wonder Valley.
All right. And Interaction. That's
like, how
just
did you
now
know that?
the newest. So yeah, basically, how'd you get your start in all this?
I grew up, my dad really loved horror movies as a kid, so he would always make me watch them. He thought kids loved to be scared. And so, he tried to scare me all the time. And I just got a love for horror film after that. And then I really wanted to be an actress. And my dad was like, okay, so you can be a waitress. And I was like, I want to be an actress. He's like, so you'll be a waitress.
The other Tress.
Yeah. But I wasn't allowed to go to college for theater. So my parents made me go and do something that I could have a real career in. I got a degree in film. I don't know why they thought that was not any better or worse than theater, but yeah. So I went to college and then just loaded a U-Haul and came to LA, and just from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, and just started auditioning, not knowing anybody or anything, and just got my first horror film. I think it was Exquisite Corpse. I think it's the only horror movie I die in.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Do you want to die in another horror movie?
Yeah.
Do you have like a death you want to have happen to you?
Oh god. I mean, this one I get killed with a frying pan, which was pretty fun.
Oh damn.
I think I would love to just be like grossly dismembered. I think would be a pretty fun death.
Damn. So Suziey chopped in blocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Period. Love it.
So yeah, and then from that one, it just horror groups kind of just run together, I think. And so even though they're all independent films, they all kind of knew each other. So it's like, oh, you should put her in your movie, and you should put her in your movie. And then I ended up just doing a lot of horror films and loved it. I love making horror movies. I think it's the most fun. Everyone gets really excited for like when the effects work out and the blood works out and it hits just the right spot. And yeah. And then I did a little horror movie called Entrance. And it got kind of some recognition. What's that word?
Recognition.
I can't say it.
You were right there.
Recognition. There you go. You got it.
I can't pronounce words very well. Whenever I do a podcast, I feel really bad because I am really bad at this speaking. But yeah. I did that movie, and that some people liked it a lot. Like Stephen King liked it. And he wrote like a little article about it in Entertainment Weekly, which was crazy.
Oh, the King.
Dutch saw that movie, director of War in the High Desert, and I ran into him at a breakfast place. And he like
be eating out a lot, them diners.
Yeah, he like waited for me to come out and was like, "Are you Suziey Block?" And I thought for a minute I was getting like served paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, I am. Am I in trouble?" And he's like, "I'm a big fan." And I'm like, "Who put you up to this?" And I just thought it was like one of my friends trying to play a joke on me. And no, he was serious. He was like a fan of Entrance, and he was like, "I'm writing this horror movie. I have you in mind. I would love to send it to you. I would love to see if you're interested." And I was like, "Does it pay?" And he was like, "Yes." And I'm like, "I'll do it."
It's like, sign me up.
You don't have to send me a script. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was Infernum. And then from there, I've just been working with Dutch doing Horror in the High Desert. And here we are. And yeah, did I do okay?
Yeah, you did great. That was great.
Wait, before you continue, I'm curious, have you or Evan seen any of the Dutch-directed Suziey Block collaborations that aren't like Horror in the High Desert?
I did see one of them, and I don't think it was Infernum. I think it was the other. Isn't there another train one?
Yeah, I'm not in that one.
Oh, okay. That's the one I saw. Is maybe the one that you're not in then?
The one with his sister, I think, is in the one. Yeah, there's one with his sister. That's like a really quiet kind of movie.
I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to pull that now, but
it's okay.
Also, I gotta say, you brought up Entrance. Shout out to friend of the show, David Dawson, who is like a super fan of that movie, and I gotta watch it because he's been telling me to watch it forever now, and I haven't yet. So I gotta do that. But he loves it.
It's a slow burn. It's one of those like, it's when like the what are those movies where it's just like talking heads a lot? Mumblecore movies? Mumblecore.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's why he likes it.
Yep. Yeah. And probably why he told me to watch it.
Yeah. And I just, I bring up the collaboration y'all had other than Horror in the High Desert because we've gotten to know Dutch over the years, and I honestly had a little bit of anxiety going in there because Horror in the High Desert's such a like methodically well cut together example of like a Netflix TV show that it almost feels like, well, what would he do with no parameters and kind of whatever he wanted? Like every shot and frame was set up by him. Fantastic. He could have ended up doing a regular narrative, but I'm thankful he ended up in the in-world camera thing. So that it's called Infernum, right, Evan? Because I saw the one that you saw. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw
recommend to
Roottown.
go see that.
Yeah.
I think it's on Tubi or Amazon Prime. So they're available. Okay, I just wanted to interject that. And Terrell, you would like it.
All right. Yeah, definitely want to see that. What's the cat's name, by the way? I just saw that in the background. He made an appearance.
That's Fritz.
Fritz the cat. Oh, I like that.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I love it. No, he went right by there.
Do you know? Do you know what that cat is named after?
No, but I think it's a cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but now
you didn't? Okay.
No,
it's a cartoon.
I got him. He's named that way for two reasons. I was watching American Idol, and my favorite American Idol at the time was a guy named Fritz Hager, and I was like, Fritz, what a cute name! If I get a cat, I'm going to name it Fritz. And then I got a cat, and then he also kind of looks. He does the stare where he just kind of looks like he's on the Fritz. Like he's just.
I was wondering if On the Fritz came into play somehow.
Yeah,
wow.
it's just not right.
So it's like a double thing.
Yeah, he also has like a kind of like a Hitler mustache, but that's not the reason.
Oh,
didn't you,
dude?
When you came on Quiz or Die, didn't you have a German Shepherd or some kind of dog?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Do they cohabitate?
They do. She's in her crate right now just because I didn't want her to like, take away from me. I'm just kidding.
Steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of backstory on my reaction to that. R. Crumb is a very controversial but beloved artist out here in San Francisco, RIP. and he did a lot of animation. His most popular being Fritz the Cat, which here's the cover of the movie that was directed by my favorite Ralph Bakshi. So there's like a long, I
didn't know about this either.
Yeah, Fritz the Cat. He's a naughty cat.
He is naughty.
Yeah,
he's got a Freddy Krueger.
Did you learn about him after? Like,
yes.
Okay.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, is he named after the cartoon cat?" And I was like, "No." And then I had to Google it because I was like, "What cartoon cat?" I thought they were mistaking him for that other. There's like another cat that's like black and white. There's also a cartoon cat that does not have the name Fritz, but I thought they were thinking that one. But no, there really is Fritz the Cat, and he is a naughty cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, like Adult Swim or some shit? What is that?
No, it's like R-rated.
Oh, it's worse?
It's way
Lord.
worse.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, it's like some Mickey Rat type stuff, huh?
I don't know Mickey Rat, but Ralph Bakshi was a American filmmaker who was a Jewish dude that grew up in Harlem, and he had a lot of ideas about like race relations that weren't being represented by Disney, and got a lot of flack for it. He also created like my favorite movie, which I actually just took off. I had Wizards up there, but now it's just a framed picture. Anyway, that was a huge tangent, but when you name a cat Fritz, I'm guessing, yeah, that will come up a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, Terrell.
All right, so back
I'll
to
stop.
your the horror stuff, and how your dad showed you horror stuff and all this good stuff, trying to scare you. What actually scares you personally?
I think the unknown always scares me. I always find when I watch a movie, if they show what I'm scared of too quickly, then I'm not that scared anymore. But if I don't know what it is, and it's like in the shadows in a way, I think that scares me. Ghost or exorcism stuff scares me.
Yeah.
Serial killer like stuff kind of scares me. The fun killers like Jason and Freddy don't really scare me. But anything that's like a little on the real side gets to me. Like I watched a movie that has scared me. Was I actually had nightmares, and I hadn't seen this, and everyone told me to watch Martyrs.
Oh yeah.
And
it's a brutal movie. Yep.
I had nightmares from that movie.
Oof.
And that movie hasn't scared me in a long time, and I watched that one, and then the movie The Strangers scared me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the theater, and then I could not stop talking about it for a really long time because I was like, oh, it's just
the first one, right?
Yeah, it's just unsettling.
Yeah.
They're like, why are you doing this? And they're like, oh, because you were home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary as hell.
That is.
Definitely in the middle of nowhere.
Somebody came to the fucking door. That's such a wild answer.
All right. So recently, another Hole in the Head showed your newest feature, Interaction. So how'd you get into that? Because that movie's crazy. I did not know. I went in completely blind, by the way, and didn't know what to expect. I just know Suziey Block, she that bitch. She gonna kill it, right? And I go into this, and you're playing a totally different role. I would never pick this out of a hat that you would be this type of character. So talk to me about it.
Interaction is the same director as Entrance. And he always talked about wanting to do another movie together, and then life happened. Like he got married, he had kids, he like moved to New York. And so it just didn't happen for a while. And he's had this idea for a really long time of kind of like a female peeping Tom, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then he wrote the script, and he was like, we're going to do it. And I got it. And I was like, oh man, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, okay. He's like, we're going to film it in my farmhouse here in New York State, not New York City. And I was like, okay. And we did. And it was interesting because like when I watched it for the first time, I didn't realize like how much I don't talk. For some reason I felt like I had a lot of lines to learn, but I didn't really. And yeah, Dallas is known for like really long shots where you don't think a lot is happening, but a lot is happening. And it kind of moves in like a really beautifully slow way. All of his shots are like skillfully crafted and like what's in every frame. And yeah, he makes these beautiful movies about really awful things. And this being one of them. So yeah, that's how I got into that movie. And I loved it. I never get to play anything like that. I'm always running from something scary or I'm telling a story. I'm never like the aggressor. Spoil it, but I'm never like, a really fucked up person.
That's this movie fucking like I feel like it could have went one of two ways. Either I'm trying to avoid spoilers too, but either it like doesn't have this explosive ending and it's like just solely a character like kind of fucked up drama piece, but it fucking goes there at the end of this movie and becomes like, man, it made my stomach turn when it ended. I was just like sitting there watching the credits roll like,
yeah, the ending it was
washing over me. Yep. Yeah, like it's fucking hard to watch too. It's
your emotions
really uncomfortable.
Were so great with this. Like I don't know. You feel like every scene that you're in. I don't know. It was great, and it was well shot. Like you said with the mirrors. Russell loves mirrors, and the way he had it shot, where you could see you in this here trying to clean this, and this other girl, that rude Karen that you're working for, and she just like, you need to clean this room, this desk here. Like, bitch, sorry, but that I like the progression though as it went on, but I like the way it was shown, like the two rooms and the mirror behind to show your facial expressions. I don't know. It was great. Yeah, I loved it.
My best friend, who's known me since I was like 7, she's seen everything that I've been in, and that movie premiered in Atlanta, and we flew out to go to it, and that was the first time she's ever seen me on a big screen, and ever in a movie like that. And I had to pee really bad when it was over, and I was holding on to like popcorn and other things, and I just like handed it to her when the credits rolled because I knew all I had was the credits to pee and come back for like the Q&A. And I handed her all my stuff and she just has this like blank look on her face. And I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I just watch? She's like, Suziey. She's like, that was so fucked up. She's like, I don't even, and I was like, I have to pee. And she's like, she just couldn't. She's like, that's the first time she said she's ever seen me anything where she couldn't find me in the movie.
Damn.
Like normally she's like, I can kind of pick you out, like where you really are. She's like, that movie, no. I was like,
so Suziey.
Yay.
I've been working with Another Hole in the Head and doing their marketing, and part of that was like understanding the brand. And that film fest, it's 22 years running, the only genre fest other than us out here in San Francisco. And their vibe is kind of a party. And the movie that played before your movie it falls under the subgenre in horror of the Little Bastards. It's called Hoagie. It's kind of like Hobgoblins or E.T. or Gremlins. And it was shot on 35 millimeter. It's a goofball movie. And then we pivot into interaction. And, I knew you were in it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to watch a screener. I'm just going to go in blind at the theater. And I have to tell you that the movie sucked all hope out of that crowd. And at the very end, it was so like stagnant in there. Like people were just kind of like, well, first off, I don't think people are used to seeing movies like this anymore in general, like being moved by a film.
Yeah.
And your film doesn't have a ton of dialogue. Well, it has a lot of dialogue, but it doesn't have a lot of actors on screen talking.
Yeah.
And then we're almost at a 2-hour mark. So if you're writing out this movie, you're invested. And by the end of it, we're at a film fest. People always clap and cheer. It was nothing. You could feel people reevaluating their life after the movie. And I turned to our buddy Chris, who he does the voice for Uffy. And I said, dude, I'm going to clap. And he was like, do it. And so I gave it the Terrell go loud. It was very confident.
That's me.
Nothing. I think I got judged.
You didn't get anyone.
No, not a soul. I think Chris and Oksana might have joined in with me, but dude, people were just like... I think
you told me this, because I always start the claps in movies.
Yeah. Terrell will turn to you and say, clap. And we'll be okay. And then, but this one, nothing, dude. And I could feel it. People were just like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
They're processing.
Yeah. There was, when Entrance screened, you know how they do screeners when it gets into like a bigger festival, I think for like press and stuff to like write about it. Someone stood up at the press screening after entrance and just screamed "fuck you" to the credits. So I feel like,
you know what? That's
I feel like Dallas
fantastic.
has like that's like his thing.
Dude, I'm sure he was stoked.
Yeah.
I feel like as an artist, you can only hope for somebody to have that visceral of a reaction to something you made, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of directors have even paid people to fake that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, good.
It is though, like, well, I was just going to say, like Russell said, it is mostly like the dialogue that you're hearing is mostly through these recordings that your character has captured. And it was amazing to me just how like impossible like it felt to look away as soon as if you kind of become a voyeur yourself as the audience, because you really want to know how these situations are going to play out. And then you also have the added tension of like, is somebody going to walk in the fucking room while you're like masturbating on the couch? You know, like
God.
there's fucking crazy shit going on. And you're like, is she going to get caught? But then there's also the tension of each situation. And it just, by the end of this thing, you're so fucking like built up. And then it just gets released with this explosion.
I agree with you, but I think the audience becomes a voyeur looking for like information because we're reading Susie, who might be like a sociopath, and we're just like, what is your reaction? Like, how are you taking this in? And I just, you know, it's such a subtle performance you give, but I'm so happy that you had this vehicle because you did. I mean, I can imagine having a conversation with somebody and be like, how is this acting? And it's like, well, that just shows how much you don't understand because it's like, it's all in the reaction. So were you listening to those while you were?
No, I wasn't listening to anything.
Honestly, even more impressive because it just, you're so locked in. It feels like,
because
you know,
really
it feels real.
There was a lot of videos and those voice things that were just like, oh damn, it's like drama. There's a lot of drama in this. Like, I want to know about the man cheating on his wife with the younger. I figure she was a younger girl. I don't know. All this was crazy. It was a lot. But like, and your reaction when the tapes didn't work anymore, you had all this box full of all the tapes with all these emotions that they made you feel. I don't know. It's like kind of a sad movie too. Honestly,
yeah. I think it was a lot. It was hard actually to like. Not because as an actor, all you want is to give emotion, and I feel like for this character, I wasn't allowed to, and that was like a huge acting exercise. Like when the girl, like the crying, there's like a crying scene where this girl's crying to me, and I don't react was so hard because I'm a sympathetic crier just in life, and so if you cry, and I don't even know, I'm gonna cry too. Like I just and it was just really hard to like not react at all.
Yeah.
To just be as like stoic is that in itself was a whole acting exercise. That was hard.
So what kind of direction were you being given? Like when you were in a room, would he tell you, hey, this is, you know, a child's room and you're here as like what were you working with?
Yeah, he would say like, I mean, Dallas and I worked together when we did Entrance. It was another director as well, Patrick Horvath. And like, you know, I think we just know each other from that. And so he doesn't really have to give me too much for me to like kind of understand what he needs. I knew that I couldn't show emotion. And so I created like almost this robotic version of a person. She was just kind of like in a shell going through life. Sad and miserable, but he would, you know, I knew the backstories. I knew the story of like the little boy. I knew like, you know, the woman with her son moving back into the basement, the Karen who like didn't like me, but she also had issues with you know, she's going through it as well. So he would kind of talk me through it. So, and then we do it. The hardest part was the weird like the phone conversation that I'm having that kind of turns into
How long was this shoot? How long did it take to film this movie?
I was there for, I want to say it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks. 2 weeks maybe. Okay. We had to shoot around like he's married and he's got 2 boys, so like their schedule, their school schedule. And I was just like living in the house with them because I know them. And so I think at one point, the wife, Michelle, she was just like, I'm late. I got to get out. So Dallas like paid for them to go somewhere to like have a mini vacation while we finished the big ending scene, which was, I don't want to say anything, but like,
yeah, don't say that part. Yeah. I almost went there earlier, but
we had to do a pickup. So I did fly back out and for like a 4 days for some stuff we didn't get and stuff we had to redo. So.
Okay. Did you guys get that? You kind of hinted at a part there where there's a part at the end where it's edited a little like surreal and sort of sensual and stuff. Did you guys was that like something you had to reshoot? Because that feels like such an elaborate like. No, the way that was all staged. Did you guys get that in the first go?
Yeah, we did do that in the first go. That took a whole day.
Yeah, it felt like it would have, and I like the color grade there. It goes to quite literally 50 Shades of Grey.
And it's funny because like that actor, the guy who plays that character, he's just like kind of a quiet, nerdy guy. And, you know, he hadn't really done much. And I didn't really know him. And then we shot that and I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, like some of the shit he did, I was like, oh, okay. That is okay. I'm like, I don't know where it came from, you know? I was like, I guess that's why he got cast. Okay. That makes sense.
I feel like the audience, at least I had the same kind of reaction in terms of like when his character is first like talked about or mentioned, there's a weird vibe, but I never thought that it would have been to this extreme. You know, like I never saw that coming, that it was going to go. And it's just so shocking. It makes it, and I totally get how it would parallel with his, you know, him in person where he's kind of this quiet guy and that's weird how it was the same way. But it felt like that to me while I was watching it of like this guy, I don't know, his character's shocking. Just the way he turns out to be. So,
yeah, that's how it would be if we ever learned a little bit more about Evan.
Yeah, I don't talk to, you know, I got to be careful about what I say on here.
It'd be so shocking. I never knew that went on in the shed.
Yeah, it's behind the sheds where most of it goes on.
Oh, God. So, Susie, I know, you know, I was a little shocked to hear that you came in with a horror mindset. In my mind, I had always imagined that when you came to LA, you were just looking to be an actor and just, you know, kind of going for anything. But now that I know you're a horror fan, were you ever a fan of like this type of film, like Michael Haneke or kind of like the more, I don't want to say avant-garde, but like more art house horror?
Not always, no. I watched a couple like stuff like that as homework. But I'm more of like I love 80s slasher movies and I like fun horror movies. I like like movies that scare me and like a good jump scare. I like movies that made me like laugh and then I'm scared and then I'm like, oh, gross. But yeah, I'm more of like that kind of a horror person. I love anything from like the 80s. I love Scream movies.
Yes.
Like Scream 2 came out on my birthday one year.
Yes.
And
December. December.
I was so excited for it. And the first time I saw Scream, I almost didn't know if I liked it because I was like, what are they trying to do? And then I immediately left the theater, went out, bought a ticket for the next showing, and had to just watch it right again.
Dang, I love that. That's epic. Yes.
I watched it like twice right in a row, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I love this movie.
That movie's great.
And so, I like those movies.
Well, what homework did he give you to prep you for this role?
This one, not so much. He gave me. They just did a remake of it. Speak No Evil or no speak.
Oh yeah.
Speak No Evil. Yeah, evil. The original is better.
Yeah,
period.
About the family that like kidnaps.
Yeah, they could never say no. Basically.
Yeah, because they don't
So
have
the other family, they are pushovers, and then
Yeah.
that movie.
It's
great.
like that movie he gave, and then for entrance he gave me the Darjanian Brothers movies. Darjanian Brothers.
Russell might know them. I don't know that.
It's like they're foreign movies. Entrance was specifically like a specific weird movie because the character is never not in frame, so it's almost backwards. It's like a stalking film. So instead of like a boy, it's like I'm getting stalked. So I'm never not in the frame for entrance. And there's
okay.
I can't say their name, but it's like the Darjanian brother. Dallas is gonna be really mad at me if he listens to this.
Oh goodness,
Evan, do you know it? Can you pull it up?
I'm trying. Is it the Dardenne brothers?
Dardenne
They're
brothers,
like
possibly, yes.
Belgian?
Yeah, maybe. They made a horror
Trying to look
movie.
at their movies here.
You know, I don't even know Speak No Evil.
You never
am I
seen
tripping,
Speak No
Terrell?
Evil?
Have I seen it
Well,
before?
you probably the new one is with James McAvoy. See, I don't know how to say names either.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and it's the
I
old
haven't
one. It's
seen
like in a different language. That one was better. I think it was like a Shudder thing, and then they remade it this past year or last year, 2024.
That's what threw me off. Like the original was only 2 years ago or something.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
Yeah.
Yep, and they did it right away for the American audiences. For
Interesting.
Bloomhouse or some shit
Let me
did
share
that.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is them. Let me share the screen and see. This is their movies. So there's like Lion Font, The
Well, the
Sun,
mess.
Oh, wow.
The Unknown Girl, 2 Days, One Night. I don't know if it was these guys or not, but
All right, we gotta
Quite
find
possibly.
that movie.
Yeah, we'll. Yep.
I'm sure there are people yelling at their damn.
yeah, I bet
device
Randy
right now.
Stat's having a fucking stroke right now, dude.
I know.
You think Randy knows that movie?
I guarantee he knows it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Shout out to Randy Stat. Damn it. So how did you meet Dallas?
I auditioned for a movie. I remember I had a manager at the time who was like, I was about to go audition and I called him because it was at a house and I was new to LA and I was like, I don't know if I should go in. He's like, don't go in. It's a house. And I'm like,
Yes, scary girl. You
But I was
trying to
like,
get?
and then I saw girls like sitting outside and like folding chairs. And I was like, I think I'm okay.
Oh, very Maxine.
So like I went
Oh
and I
my
waited and it was a movie where there's no talking. And in the whole film, it was called In Land of Dust and Water. And I had to prepare like a backstory. That was like my audition. And so I prepared this backstory of this girl who was raised by wolves. I don't know why.
Okay, Jungle
Hell yeah.
Book.
So she was
The
a little
Jungle Book.
feral and weird. And then it was me and another girl. And I got an email that said I didn't get the part. And so I drank some wine and I emailed Dallas back and told him he made a big mistake.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
And I was like, I just really like you guys and I want to be involved in this movie. I'll do catering. I'll be a PA. I should be the lead, but that's fine.
mm-hmm.
And I almost didn't hit send, but I did. And then I
Oh, that
And
wine courage.
I was like, that was stupid. I'm never going to hear from them again. And then like a month or so goes by and Dallas emails me and he's like, hey, we love you. We think you're great. We actually have this like horror movie idea in mind. If we do that movie, we're going to call you. And I was like,
Oh my God.
I'm never going to
Yeah.
see those people again.
Yeah.
And then 6 months goes by and they called me and they're like, we've abandoned the other movie. It's just too weird. They're like,
Also,
for
that
their
worked
first-
out.
Yeah, for their first film, they're like, we can't just have this be our first movie. So we have to do something a little more
I'm
What
dead.
the?
like,
They said this is too much.
yeah. So they did Entrance instead, and then that was it.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I may be speaking out of turn here, but I did press. So the movie made such an impact and it was such a like black swan event for this film fest that after, when we were on the street talking, I pulled over the festival director and I said, hey man, because now I should say before, I had been before every movie, George gets down. Like whenever you run a festival, you start, all the anxieties come out and he's always like, oh man, people ain't gonna like this movie. They're like, what are you talking about? His lineup was great. Before interaction, he said, watch this one. It's good. And I was like, what the fuck? This must be a fantastic film for him to be positive about it. So then after, I caught him on the street and I'm like, dude, is this the kind of movie you're into? Because we could have been talking about a bunch of different shit. And he was like, no. He's like, no, I thought I should show it. And I'm like, it's such an outlier. Like, why? And he said, well, the director submitted last year and I didn't. And he submitted again. And that's why. And I'm like, wait, really? Like, as a programmer, I thought that was a really weird criteria, but I kind of respect it. Where George was just like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to show it this year. And I'm like, it's interesting. Y'all had kind of a similar relationship there where the first time didn't really work out, but it came back around. And I think Dallas was supposed to come out to that screening too, but he got COVID.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, what the fuck?
Damn, dude, he was late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, all the people that skipped because of COVID were at UF 3 before even Evan. Remember that?
Yeah,
Terrell?
that's pretty me, dude.
Actually,
It happened a lot.
Susie, was that the year that you and Dutch came out? UF 3, or was it 5?
I don't know.
5 was Horror in the High Desert. 1.
I think it was 5.
I think it
Yeah.
was 5. Yeah.
They come out.
So y'all
every
missed
time.
that too.
The 2 times.
They came out twice. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We missed you last
Yeah,
year.
it was 5 because I wrote about that. I wasn't working with the fest yet then, but I covered it. And you guys, I watched everything via screeners because I wasn't like there in person, and that's how I first saw Horror in the High Desert.
Yeah. People are
Evan also
loving
he
it.
sent us a wine-fueled email too, so we brought him in 6 months later.
Yep.
We still regret it though. I think your relationship worked out.
Yeah, they still get wine-fueled emails from me. We're years in the pipeline now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You
do
know-
that. I don't do that anymore.
Why?
That was, I don't know. I take rejection a lot better now, but at the time I was just like, this is bullshit.
You know, it's funny. I think I would have agreed with you before, but now, like, just in life, like, we do so much shit. And I realized that once you kind of like break into something, like, we're running a film fest, and I used to have one of the most brutal imposter syndrome vibes ever, where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I didn't go to school, or, you know, I'm like, clearly there's a path to get here, and I was not on it. I just kind of fumbled into it. But then you start looking around and you're like, oh, everybody got here in their own weird way. And I think it's just give yourself the opportunity. So now, even though I think I would have agreed with what you just said like a year ago, I'm like, now fuck that. Like, it doesn't hurt. What's the worst that can happen? They're like, hey, we told you no once, no again. Or, I mean, in 2026 now, you just don't get a response. So I'm like, man, fuck it. Like, if you really want something, let them know, because
I mean,
most of the time, that's all that matters.
I do feel like I always feel like no's are just not nows.
Oh.
So I just
I like that.
Yep.
Well,
I like that.
I mean, when it comes
Period.
to acting, not for like
Quote that.
not for like consent or personal boundaries. I'm just saying when it comes to like acting.
Oh yeah, I know what you meant, because that's nasty.
Evan, did you hear that, Evan?
Well, I think also just if you look back, anybody looks back on their life too, you see like things where you're like, oh, this thing at the time didn't work out, and I was like really fucking bummed about it. But then when you look at like the full arc, you're kind of like, oh, it's a good thing it didn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, shit pans out as long as you just keep
Putting
pressing,
yourself out
you
there.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But remember, Susie's correct. Some no's mean no, Evan.
That's true.
Yeah. You know, well, yeah.
He's like, wait till the drug kicks in. Then
You know, I do want to say though too, we're talking a lot about Horror in the High Desert and stuff, but you did an in-world camera movie much earlier in your career that we showed at Virtual. Where is Amy Pressman? So what give us the story of that movie? How did you meet the director? Is it Matthew McArdle?
McArdle.
Did I get the name right?
Yeah, McArdle. Yeah, I think so. Don't ask me. I'm terrible. I'm a coffee shop. I
What the hell?
Coffee.
What the fuck is it? You meet people in breakfast places all the
She live in
time.
LA, not in Mississippi.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
served
God.
him coffee.
It's true. We breakfast at home.
A bunch, and he said he was going to write his horror movie, and he knew I was a horror actress. Like I wanted to do horror movies or whatever. And he was like, should audition. And I said, absolutely. And so they just asked me, it was him and a guy named Dustin. And they just asked me questions in the audition. It wasn't really much. I don't remember it being a lot of acting. I remember being at like a table and them asking me a bunch of questions about my life. And one of them, I guess, stuck with them. And it was like, why should we pick you for this? I don't remember the question exactly, but my answer was, well, I'm an only child and I love to be the center of attention. I love all eyes on me all the time. And I guess that like they liked that for the character. And so I was down to 2 girls again. It was me and another girl who they asked her what crazy thing she has in her purse and she pulled out a hammer.
Oh, shit, killer.
Shit.
So it was almost going to be her, but then it was me.
I mean, I feel like that's quite a feat to beat out the girl with the hammer in her purse.
Yeah.
I do.
They probably said she might have psychiatrical problems. That's crazy. A hammer, not pepper spray.
And then they just stuck me in an RV with 2 guys who were not actors. So the
security?
The killers were not actors. They were best friends.
Got you.
And one was a magician.
Oh, Lord.
Hell yeah.
That's what he does for his life now. He's still a magician.
That's so tight.
And then after, I guess Amy Pressman, I'll spoil it a bit. After like the whole family dies.
Yeah.
We were just in an RV and the crew was in an RV ahead of us. So there's like 2 RVs and we would just get notes every day. It was very Blair Witchy. We just get notes about how we were supposed to be, how we were supposed to be. It was like envelopes with their names and like things we were supposed to do. And I was supposed to like play the 2 like killers against each other and pretend I like one and then pretend I like another. And that actually pissed them off in real life, which was
Oh, really?
kind of funny.
Oh, it worked for the movie.
Yeah, it did. But I remember shooting a scene for that in an alley in Reno. And it's where, so Dustin was a production designer for movies and television. And he made these dead bodies wrapped in sheets, like really realistic. And he was making the killer, and they're heavy. They were made with sandbags and like they were heavy. And he had to get them out of the RV while I'm zip tied. And the cops show up as we're dumping the bodies in the dumpster.
Oh, no.
And Dustin's like super good looking guy with like this big smile, like just can charm
Ted Bundy.
anybody. And he went to the cops, and the cops in Reno never asked me if I was okay, but somehow convinced them that it was a movie. And I'm still zip tied the whole time. The cops are there, and I'm like, find out if I'm okay. But it was very Reno 911. I felt like because they were like, "Oh yeah, we didn't even open the sheets to make sure they weren't dead bodies. They were.
They didn't?
Wait, really?
Yeah, they're like,
oh Lord!
Just like, what is happening?
Were they honky tonk?
Yeah, it was very like.
Oh.
I don't know. It was just very. It was just. I couldn't believe it.
Was one of them wearing really short shorts?
No.
Okay.
But it was a pretty like ridiculous. Like I couldn't believe that happened. I was like, oh my gosh! Like they're just believing him. Like what if this really was getting kidnapped? These are dead people. I guess you can just go to Reno and just get rid of bodies. Cops don't care.
And how old were you
so
at the time?
Are you asking her age?
Well, she looks very young in the movie. We get a little bit of an emo Suziey Block.
Yeah, I think I was. I mean, I didn't move to LA till I was 26, so I had to have been like in my 30s. I was 30 something, 30, 31.
Oh my God, wow.
You look
You
like
have
a
the gift of
teenager in that
genetics.
movie.
I
What
know.
the fuck? I mean, yeah, she
Holy
looks so
shit.
young now still. It's just like, it's so,
She do.
like, how did you fucking, what?
I think it's genetic. I don't do anything. I like, lotion and like sunscreen, water.
You look at all the magical potions.
I gotta drink more fucking water, dude.
I honestly think, I really think it's just genetics. I think my parents look pretty good. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do have like, my mom always told me to use under eye cream ever since I was like 14. So I've always used like, and then I use oil of Olay. It's like very.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
I guess it works.
Man,
I
so
feel
for
like I
people
look
listening,
old sometimes.
if you're found footage fans, I highly recommend you go see Where's Amy Pressman, or if you were
Yeah.
at our virtual event, not last year, but the year before, then you know how good it is.
Mhm.
And I remember, Susie, we reached out to you. That was the year, I believe, that you came on Quiz or Die.
Yeah.
And we told you we were showing that movie.
I couldn't
and
believe it.
I know, I was
Believe
shocked
it.
by
You
your
look so
reaction.
embarrassed. Look at her face. Why?
Yeah, why?
I just never thought that movie was that
See, here's the thing, and this
you
is
see
funny.
how she cracked me up.
So,
I
So
thought
Matthew,
anyone listening that was involved in that movie.
well, hold on. Here's the thing. Like, you were there during virtual, right? Weren't you in the chat for a little bit? Susie,
Oh,
no?
what? Me?
Weren't you in the chat
Yeah, I
during
was.
the virtual
Sorry.
event?
I got.
Yeah. I know the
I thought we
trauma.
froze.
It was just PTSD was happening right there. She's thinking about this movie.
She's so shocked we showed it.
So Matthew and Susie were in the chat. If you've never attended virtual, you should, because it's cool shit like that happens. But you would know the movie crushed.
I'm
Like,
so
it-
happy that people like it. Like, I mean, Matt reached out to me and told me, like, I haven't spoken to Matt in decades.
Damn, that's a long
Like,
time.
He left LA. He got married, had kids. But he reached out and was like, "Oh, I saw like how successful like Horror in the High Desert and stuff is doing on Tubi. I'm gonna release Amy Pressman on Tubi." And I was like, "Okay."
You is funny. She's like, go on.
I think it's because I just look back on like it's one of the first movies I ever had like a big leading role in ever, and I just was like, oh god, I cringe at a lot of my choices.
Got it. No, I feel you on
Just
that.
like,
Why?
I don't know, I did that.
What do you
Do you
mean,
think
why,
they were?
Russ?
Do you think they were like
cringe?
No, I mean, do you think they were like misinformed? Is it just because you think you could have done better?
I mean, I think we
Or-
all think I think every actor just thinks they could do better. Sometimes you
Period.
nail it. There's some times where I'll do something and I'm like, that was a good one.
Oh, really? Okay, girl.
But like Amy Pressman was just it was kind of like a shit show to film, and we were all over the place, and we really traveled to like up to Yellowstone, down to the Grand Canyon and back. Like we were on this road
Oh, wow.
for a really long time, playing these characters with like no break, going to bed as the character, waking up as a character.
Oh.
And it was
Mhm.
just like there was no not being Amy Pressman. Like I mean, there's a kid that we talked to, like the Mormon kid. Like that was just at a campground. And we kept doing that. It's just, yeah, for me, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I could have been better. But
So did you rewatch the whole movie during the event?
No,
So because
I haven't
here's-
watched that movie. I don't think since we had like a screener for it, since we screened it.
so
It's been a long time.
the only reason I have to give you pushback on it, and I think it's interesting because oh man, so that movie is an early found footage movie, and one of the ongoing bits on this show is that our sponsor, Only Found Footage Fans, they give us a movie to watch every week, and early on, I mean, so he's delivering found footage films to people who are literally involved with the Only Found Footage Fest. I know he's got a tall order. And what he would do is always try to go around or pre-Blair Witch. And all the movies back then used to just try and sell you on this is real. That's all they want you to do is be tricked. And Amy Pressman feels like a throwback. And again, I know these aren't your type of films, but it's got like the mumblecore vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
So any kind of acting inconsistency that you picked out, and again, I apologize if you listen to the show, but this is my favorite reference here. It reminds me of Vertigo. And Alfred Hitchcock used to complain that Kim Novak was the lead in that because he thought she didn't have the chops that Grace Kelly did. But Francis Truffaut, who kind of made Hitchcock like the cinema auteur king through his interview, pointed out that Kim Novak actually brought so much to that movie, by not being as good because she's playing a non-actress. So any kind of weird inconsistency with your character, which there are, but it's not in your acting, it's in the mood. Like you're on a road trip and there are times where you're like straight up a victim and you're like struggling and we're feeling for you. And then the next time you're laughing with the people. And it almost creates this perfect like Stockholm syndrome kind of vibe.
That's what I was,
that's
what he said. It was like the directors, that was their, like she was supposed to be Stockholm syndrome. So that she becomes.
Yeah. And
Susie,
as the audience, it's hard to understand. Like you're watching it and you're like, wait, like these are the bad guys. Why are you playing cards with them?
Right.
And so, as an actor, I can only imagine that maybe in some of those, like you would look for more of an emotional through line or something. But for the audience, it's like, it's jarring and it's, you feel for this girl. Like you said, your whole family's been killed. And now you're kind of partying with the captors and you're zip tied in a bar in Reno. And this is kind of a punishment.
Real bar too. That was just zip tied at a bar.
So what kind of notes did you get there? Like act like,
I think my notes were just to talk to people and try to tell them to like, see if anyone will actually help me. And the only person that actually like the real emotion, that one girl came up to me and just started speaking to me in a different language.
Oh,
really affected me. And I don't know what she was saying to me, but like, I just started crying.
Oh Lord.
And like, it was, I mean, that movie was exhausting to film.
Yeah, you did not like this movie, girl. I can see.
Yeah, the like living in character thing is crazy that you just did that for. Do you think you would shoot a movie?
These guys, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think you would shoot a movie that way now, or would you just not want to do it again?
I don't know. Like I just got in an RV with strangers, and that is
right.
Like that's batshit crazy to do.
Truly.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it now. I feel like I don't know. Not that I'm famous, but I feel like I'm at a place where like maybe someone might try to hurt me. I don't know.
Take it
down. That's scary.
I mean, my mom was nervous when I went to do Infernum with Dutch because she was like, "You just met this guy on the street, and now you're going to go to the desert. You're going to die."
That was a SAG job, right?
Yeah, he was. It's funny because he was like, my mom was so scared, and she was just like, I was like, I got to tell my mom something that makes her like okay with this because she thinks you're just going to rape me, and she just thinks that you're going to traffic me. And he's like, just tell her I'm gay. Just go and tell your mom that I'm gay. You want me to touch your mom? I'll tell her I'm gay, and everything's going to be fine. I was like, okay,
did it help?
But it was fine.
Did it help?
Did it
yeah,
work?
I think so yeah, yeah. She was like, oh,
right. I got one more poll here that I was looking at your movies earlier. There's another in-world camera, like a faux doc movie that you did. I guess it's a faux episode of a TV show, Undead Mysteries. I haven't seen it. I didn't have time to watch it before this recording, but are you familiar with that, Russ or Terrell? Did you guys see that?
Only through
it's
my
like an
deep
unsolved
research on IMDb.
It's like an unsolved mysteries kind of looking kind of thing. Can you tell us about that a bit?
Yeah, that I had to do it on. I hate taping auditions. I love going into the room. I hate doing it myself. But I did a great audition for that.
Hell yeah!
I had to be possessed, so I did this great possession. I wore these creepy contacts. I drooled. I mean,
oh wow!
I was like,
you went for it, girl.
I went for it really hard. And I was like, if I don't get this, but I got
that wine out.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was just a really quick 1 day shoot in Burbank, and
I like Burbank.
I think I can't even remember where I saw it. I feel like it could have been on some weird cable show. I recently just saw it, like in November. And
really?
On
TV?
Somewhere.
Or you search for okay.
I can't remember how I saw it or why I saw it. But I was like, oh, I'm in this.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, it didn't, it's not, filming, I was like, I don't know. Every time you film, sometimes I'm always like, oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is not going to be good. And then it surprises me. I'm like, oh, not as bad.
Do you have like a dream?
It's on Tubi if people listening want to watch it too. Undead.
Maybe it's Tubi.
Mysteries,
Maybe I saw it on Tubi. That seems more like
it listed as like a TV show, but
it's
your
like
episode is the only one.
It's a fake true crime, like unsolved mysteries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch it. I just saw it when I was browsing your stuff, and I was like, oh shit, it's another faux doc. But yeah, sorry, Terrell. What were you gonna ask? I cut you off there.
I forgot. Oh, do you have like a dream role that you want to do? Like a dream like movie or something that you want to be in? Or I don't know, just to throw it out there. Manifest 2026.
Yeah. I never wanted to be like super famous where you can't go to the grocery store or like live, I guess. But I always just wanted to be successful and just be working. I kind of would love I would love to have like Jamie Lee Curtis roles as I get older. Like I would love to just be like a badass older fighting scary things would be great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I love that.
I think it'd be really fun to like play something that like I don't ever want to like I'm not into like plastic surgery and doing any things like that. So I love how good Jamie Lee Curtis looks and like I just want to like be in something that is like powerful and funny yet badass yet I don't know. I can
Jamie see you Curtis, in that.
Like Halloween roles are what comes to mind. Like I would love to play something like, well, she don't give a shit.
She don't
kick some ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really.
She shows up in Evan's nightmares too.
Yeah, I think that would be.
I used to have a recurring nightmare where Jamie Lee Curtis stabbed me with a knife and killed me.
No.
Yeah, so maybe Suziey Block could enter and she'll hit you with the hammer.
I should do that as a short film and have Suziey play the role of Jamie Lee Curtis. That's the way to do that.
Yeah. I've never done anything like action-y fighting, even though I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
To do something like that.
That'd be great. I think you'd be great in that.
To work out. I don't want to go to a gym and get all buff. I just want to be like, I still want to be able to like.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Little scream queen. I like it. Yeah. So, so what do you have like in any, before we go, you got any like updates or any new things that are coming out for you? Anything you're working on this year?
We're doing
Is Interaction getting a Blu-ray? Do you know any of these things?
I would love to have some copies of Horror in the High Desert as well. I don't even have
oh yes, girl.
Either.
I texted him. He leave me on red. Can I tell you that? Me and Dutch, we talk about Drag Race. We talk about all this stuff. I asked him about the Blu-rays for his movies, and he leave me on red. It'd be saying red. I'm like, Dutch, we just talked yesterday.
Horror in the High Desert hoodie. I've never gotten it.
What?
Yeah.
Because I have the first one, but you need to put out 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any. So.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but I'm doing Horror in the High Desert 5.
Okay. Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I don't want to give away spoilers, but I think Gal is really gonna be in this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay.
So I think a lot of people have been wanting that. So that's exciting. And then it's just I'm trying to get, if anyone wants to be a manager or my agent, let me know.
Yeah.
Trying to get that. I'm trying to get myself. I need new headshots. I'm kind of just, trying to get back into it after a crazy year that I've had. But Horror in the High Desert 5 is happening. I submit myself for shit all the time, so you never know. If anyone wants to put me in a movie, I'm available. I'll do it.
Clark. Yes.
Cool.
Give me some food and coffee.
Yeah, coffee is a must, girl. Cheers to that.
Let's make horror movies. I would love to. If anyone out there wants horror movies. Or any kind of movie.
Hell yeah.
I've done other movies. Horror movies are just more fun.
They're more fun. More fun to watch, too, girl.
Yeah.
Well, Interaction, it's horrific, but...
That's a horror movie.
Call it a horror movie?
Yes.
Yeah, different type of horror. I feel like it was.
Yeah, it's like a horrific drama.
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
stomach churning drama.
Yeah.
You know, that's the problem with those categories, because I
Exactly.
think even on IMDb, it would be a drama, and I could see an argument being made for it. But I would never recommend that to like my mom as like, hey, you want to watch a good drama?
For
right
sure.
now?
Hell no.
You know what I
dude.
mean? And not that my mom isn't a huge horror fan, but I mean, I would tell her, you want to see something fucked up? Like,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, you can't pitch it as that's true as a drama. So it's
Yeah.
Like a thriller, maybe? I don't know. Psychological
Yeah.
Thriller. It's definitely a thriller. Yeah.
yeah, thriller is a good middle
horror
ground.
film, I guess.
Horror thriller. Yeah.
Well,
It was
Suzie,
definitely thrilling.
Yeah.
I got to make a plea with you. You got to watch your seminal entrance into In-World Camera. Where is Amy Pressman?
Yeah.
I seriously, I think that movie's fantastic. I mean, we only found it because we were pulling clips for Quiz or Die, and I was like, "Holy shit! Is Susie in another found footage movie?" And then immediately I was like, "Oh, dude, we should book it. We're gonna have her on Quiz or Die." And I'm like, "Well, we got to watch it first." And then we're like, holy shit, and it's good. So again, anybody check that thing out. It's on Tubi. Susie, you should watch it.
Okay.
It's really good.
She lived
I know
that.
it's not
She
your
ain't
cup of
trying
tea,
to have
but
PTSD, Russ. That's what she's trying to tell you. You didn't get the vibe. All right, but before you go, Susie, you're awesome. I want to hear about your birthday whenever that happens, with all the people coming chopping to pieces. You know, the Suziey Blocks. And before you go, I just want you to plug. You know, you got any websites or socials? Do you want people to go follow your updates on you if you want to? Yeah. Before you go, any closing?
I think I'm on. I'm not. What am I? I'm on Instagram. Suziey Block
Mhm.
at Suziey Block. Spelled weird, you know, SUZIEY BLOCK. I'm on TikTok, but I have never posted anything. I had this whole plan for a TikTok, and then I haven't done it, and so
Yeah.
boo, do it.
I know. And I have a Facebook, Suziey Block, as well,
Mhm.
and the whole threads. I think I have Suziey Block. I think I'm on Twitter, Suziey Block, though I'm not active on Twitter. If anyone wants to do my socials for me,
Me too.
I'm so bad at it. So if anyone wants to do it for me, let me know.
Well,
We'll put those links in the description too if you're listening. They're clickable. Go follow her.
Oh yeah,
Thanks, dude.
thanks. Follow me.
All right. Well, you're awesome, Susie, and it was a pleasure to have you here on our show. And I can't wait to see you at UF this coming year. This year, girl. I keep forgetting we're in 2026. So this year. So hopefully we'll get to see you.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it for this episode, y'all. Footage Foreplay. We'll see y'all next time.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.
Yes.
Bye, everybody. Love y'all.
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.